number of the white man. Go ahead. No, break it down, man.
Go ahead.
Break down what it says, man. Go into the Greek and see what each chi mean, what a xi mean, and what a stigma mean.
Exactly.
As we about to go into.
It says, all right, where am I? All right, then it goes into the definition. Strong's definition, 4742, stigma. From stizo, it says to stick, i.e. to prick.
To stick or to prick.
It says equals a mark pricked in or branded upon the body.
A mark pricked in or branded upon the body.
Yeah.
It's a brand. When you got a brand on, like if you got a brand on your shoes, you know that somebody got some Nikes on because you're gonna see the Nike swoosh.
Yeah, it is.
You know somebody wearing some Adidas, you're gonna see the Adidas brand, you're gonna see their logo, you're gonna see the Jordan logo. What makes a company, or what makes a company in a sense, is their brand. Because it's easily seen. You know when you see what's another one? McDonald's. They got the McDonald's. They got the M brand.
Yeah. Golden arches.
Mercedes.
The Mercedes logo. The brand. See? It's a brand. It's gonna be put upon you so that you're like, look, this is I belong. You ain't gonna go to McDonald's and ask for no damn Whoppers, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No, the McDonald's brand. You know, we sell Big Macs. We sell some hash browns. McFlurries.
Yeah.
You know, you ain't gonna go to KFC and see the Colonel Sanders and expect to get a goddamn chalupa.
Come on, man.
Come on now, like think.
You got it, brother.
Any points that y'all got, man? I feel like I don't want to feel like I'm
Nah, bro, you good, huh? It says, all right, number one, it says one of Webster's dictionary definition called stigma a small spot, a scar, or opening on a plant or animal.
It's an opening on a plant or animal, but it's an opening. See, something that's going to cause to open up in your. An opening needs to happen in you to place this carotid.
Right. The same way I keep bringing up. You know, in the ancient world, when a woman was to be married, that marriage had to be consummated. So right now, you have a lot of people that we know what the beast is, but you have a lot of people who already worship the image. Most people already do. But the consummation of the marriage to the damn wicked is going to be you receiving that mark.
Yes.
That's going to be the consummation, right? The breaking of the hymen. Okay? So the brother mentioned logos. People got the Nike shoes on. Okay, they down with Nike. People having that mark, it's going to be known that, okay, this man is chosen inside. He's down with the wicked. Yeah. The elect, we're not going to have a physical mark. Our mark is going to be spiritual. It's going to be the song in our mouth. It's going to be our conduct.
And the mark of exemption.
Yeah, the mark of the Y in Ezekiel, the 9th chapter. You got two marks, man. You got the charagma, the devil's mark, and you got the mark of exemption, all right, from judgment. And that's what we seek to have.
Yep. See? Because what does a woman get when she gets married? She gets the what? She gets the man's last name.
Yeah.
See? So when you get that badge or that stamp, you're pretty much getting the name. You physically are getting the name of, like, this is what you, this is your husband.
This is your covering. Yeah. So, that you taking on a name is symbolic for, oh, this is my covering. Okay, so them receiving that mark, one to them, they go down for Egypt for help. Their covering is going to be this man as ultimately their enemy. All right, our covering is actually going to be showing up during that day. It's going to be known who are the Lord's chosen because they abstained from that, resisted that temptation. They go into the hour of temptation. If it's just regular sin, well, are we in the hour of temptation now? What makes it the hour of temptation? You understand? But they don't go into these things, and what they're doing is they're sending the flock into battle without the armor, without the full armor. So they're going to be, exposed. They're going to be easily attacked. A bunch of people with fringes are going to be falling for the okie doke left and right. You got something?
This is some more. All right, going back, it says B. It says in the readout of this micro C here, there were 9 levels of information that designers wanted included. It says, and they were the name and image or picture of your face. 2, they're also wanted social security numbers with the extra international digits.
You see, it says your name, your social security number. Now, mind you, what happened last week? Miraculously, 2.6 billion social security numbers just got compromised.
Yeah. Wow.
What are they going to use that for? They're going to use that as a sense of, look, guys, we need more security. We need more protection. You don't want your social security number to be compromised, right? Well, this is going to be a lot more easier. This is going to be a lot more convenient. It's going to be a lot more safe.
Yep.
That's why they say what? When they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, man. They're gonna roll it out. It's gonna be like a gradualism thing, man. And they already doing it with the whole juicy pops that's going around, man. If you don't know what I'm talking about juicy pops, then you just don't get it. The whole thing that they're gonna try to roll out when more of these sicknesses happen, man.
Yeah. And that was just a trial run to see, okay, are the people ready for this move that we're about to make? And you people are, clearly. You people fought to take the juicy pops.
Right.
You know? And that was just, that was just a trial run. What happens when you can't get your food, when your food stamps don't work, unless you have this particular mark, so that you can buy or sell? What happens, when you can't clock in to work, you make money?
Drive your car.
Drive your car. What happens when you get, you need insurance? And what do you have you got to go down to the DMV? Do you have this? Do you have your paperwork? You got your mark?
You can't even get into the store. You only. Why do you think now they got these grocery stores? I'm sorry.
Yeah, you find this person.
Why do you think they got these grocery stores now when you walk in Kroger, for example,
right,
the things open up? Or like in Whole Foods, the things, like if you walk in and now the things are opening up now. You ain't gonna be able to get into no grocery stores without having no carragma, man. First and foremost, they're gonna be rationing food.
Yeah.
But secondly, I'm talking about, bro, you're not gonna be able to do nothing.
And they had that QT too, where they got the beer locked up and you can't open the damn thing unless you put your ID up in the fucking scanner, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, bro.
But hey, Apostle Gabor, he always talk about what? Gradualism.
Yes.
So that's how this devil works. He puts you out there a little bit. Oh, you okay with this? Okay, we're taking a step further with it. And it just goes that way, man. So it's getting to the point to where it's gonna be made the good thing in people's eyes to have everything just on your hand. You just walk in, grab your stuff, and leave. Mm-hmm. You know? Go ahead.
Bro, it says, all right, going back, it says, we'll read it again. B, it says, in the readout of the micro C-HIP, there were 9 levels of information that designers wanted included. They were name, the image or picture of your face. 2, they also wanted social securities with the extra international digits. 3, a fingerprint identity.
I'm sorry, international means worldwide, by the way. You got it, go ahead.
International digits. 3, a fingerprint identification was also to be included.
Biometrics, go ahead.
4, physical description. 5, family history. 6, address.
Family history, address.
7, criminal record. 8, occupation. 9, income tax information.
See that? All of your being, man.
Yep.
That's what that's meaning, man. You know? How you operate in society is going to dictate your level of access. Right? It's more though. Go ahead.
All right, it says C. We got Strong's definition 5481. That's a lot. Character, I think I'm saying that right.
Yeah, character, like a character.
Character, yeah. It says an impression, the exact expression, the image of any person or thing, marked likeness, precise reproduction in every respect, i.e., face
facsimile.
Yeah, face facsimile. Yeah, face simile.
Yeah, and it says a character. When you got a character, like in a fighting game, you see a character that you like, right? It's an impression of somebody that you see. You see, that's what a character is. It's an image. You see, and that's what that MOTB is going to have. Your character or your being is going to be on that. Okay? And you ain't gonna be able to do a damn thing, man, without having that identification.
Yep.
Go ahead.
It says, 1, this micro C-HIP has exactly that, an express image of its recipient.
Of its recipient. The image of its recipient. Your being is going to be on this microchip. When they institute it and they force it up your ass, man. Go ahead.
2, it says recently under the new healthcare program, they are talking about the womb to tomb positive identification.
Positive identification. And they already talked about, micro C and babies.
Yeah, that's about to go into it. Yeah. It says 3. It says there are bills before Congress right now and others that have been passed that will allow a microchip of identification to be injected in your child at the time of birth.
See that? And that's already happening now, man. You got animals that are being microchipped.
Yep.
babies coming out the womb being microchipped.
And it was Sweden during the trial run with the Okie Poke, Juice, whatever you want to call it. That all of them ahead of time, majority of their population had took the RFID chip already. So while the whole world was shut down and on lockdown, Sweden wasn't. Why? Sweden and Switzerland are like countries that they try their technology, they try their agenda out on first, and it's like that's like where they do their stuff first.
Yeah, 80%, right? 80%.
Yeah. So they you know, that's why they had their meetings in Davos, Switzerland, and all that. They do all their little things there first. So if you want to see where things are headed, you can look at how Switzerland and Sweden are operating.
Yep, Australia.
You know, nations like that, but specifically Sweden and Switzerland, man. They do a lot of their agenda, especially when it comes to money and how they want to push the monetary system in the future. They start with it there, you know.
CERN machine.
And the CERN, they put the CERN program on there too. See, you know.
All right.
Okay.
It says, A, the president was.
Revelation 14.
It says the president was given the authority and control under the Immigration Control Act, Section 100 in 1986.
That's another, just to get to the point. Here. Just to get to the point. You can get to Revelation 14. But I'll just say it like this, man. You know, when you got the time, just go into the John Brown commentary and look up Revelation 13 and 16, because he goes in even more. Like he goes into the back of the dollar, the Novus Ordo Secundum. He goes into Trilateral Committee, Rockefellers. He goes into all that.
But Esau saying, see, they in that blue level. They listening to the people,
white man.
listening to the white man. Bro, the thing about when you get this truth, you're able to discern lies and truth. You can, like we always say, you're able to, you know, spit out the bones.
Exactly.
But you know, take yourself.
Yeah, she's gonna say he's wiser than Daniel anyway, man. I would rather, you know, shit, you niggas know what the hell they're talking about.
What you got here?
You're supposed to listen to you goofy ass niggas. The mark of the beast that you buy or sell with is sin itself. There's a hell. We don't got the name. When they say we gonna do righteous running, the name of the Lord is a strong tower, the righteous running into it, and they say, we supposed to listen to you?
Yeah.
Right. Come on, man. Let's go.
Nigga.
Come on, dog.
Revelation 14 and 9, it says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast.
All right, the beast, we went into it earlier. These are three different things. The beast, the image, and the mark are different things. It's not the same thing. If you got these people, they confusing the image with the mark. It's different.
Right.
The beast is what? NATO, EU. America sits at the head of that. Okay, go ahead.
If any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark.
The image, all right, the philosophies, the ways that he pushed, his moral standard in the earth, you know, democracy. You can go into a bunch of murder, deceit, lies. It's a list of things. All right, that's the image. And you got a majority of people, like we said earlier, they already worship that image. They already look at that, oh, this is the moral standard in the earth. This is
voting.
Yeah, voting. You know, the functions of this society. All right?
System, all that kind of
Yeah, they look at this as like, this is it. You know? And even people that believe in this book, they look at that, they try to mingle that image with the book.
Yeah, because that image goes back to Rome.
Yeah.
That's why that word image in the Greek is character.
Yeah.
That's that image.
Yeah.
That Roman way again.
You niggas have become a bunch of characters. Apostle Ricardo always talk about it, especially when he first got down. He said, all these people are a bunch of cartoon characters.
Right.
You know, a bunch of Looney Tune characters. That's what you people have become, man. All right, go ahead.
It says, and receive his mark in his forehead.
And receive his mark in his forehead. This is something that's physical. So you got, you know, the RFID chip, but you have what? You have Elon Musk. You have a bunch of different companies. You got Microsoft, who are coming up with technology to where they're trying to merge man with machine. That's that fourth industrial revolution. Where you change, but they change you. All right? And the pitch on that is going to be like, oh, look at all the paraplegic people that can walk again. Yeah, the blind can see. They're miracles. They're false miracles.
This person was brain dead, but now
They were a vegetable. Now
Yeah,
look, you
now-
brought them
now
back.
look.
We have power over life and death.
Yep.
All right, they're trying to create that artificial blessing. Okay, go ahead.
It says, or in his hand, it says, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High.
So if you receive that mark, okay, You worship the image, different thing. You receive that mark. It says you're going to receive
Right. Yeah.
of the wrath. Read it again, brother. What's it called?
Verse 10, Revelation 14 and 10. Well, I'll go back up a little bit. It says, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High.
The same shall drink of the wine and the wrath of the Most High. Okay, if you get this charagma, now mind you, these assholes are saying that it's sin. And we all, and the scripture said that the Lord has included all in the sin. That means that we all are going to drink the wrath of the wine of the Most High.
That means King David had the mark of the beast.
Yeah, exactly.
But then it would be a contradiction because King David is going to be what? Right under Yahweh Shah in the kingdom ruler.
Yeah.
So what is it?
King David had the mark of the beast before the beast was even here.
Stupid. That's stupid. That mean all the apostles, they had sin. But they gonna be sitting on thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel.
Solomon, which that's Yahweh Shai.
Yeah. But I brought up the apostles because the beast was on the scene.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So what is it? You see how things don't add up, and you run out of precepts when you lie. When you went to what did he go to? He went to like Exodus. Was it Exodus? I forgot the precept he went to. To say, "We see it's your hand." I
forgot.
You know what I'm talking about? It was so stupid. I
think it was
cut the shit off.
the binding upon your hands.
Deuteronomy 6 and 7. Deuteronomy 6 and 7. Let's go read. I'm gonna go read. Let's read that and see if that makes sense, y'all. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Golly.
Come on, man.
Golly.
Right? Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 8. It says, I'll start. Day shall be in thine heart, right?
In your mind, man, right? Go ahead.
These commandments, right?
Yeah.
And thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children, and shalt talk of them when thou sittest in thine house, and when thou walkest by the way, and when thou layest down, and when thou risest up. Which they're not doing that. I guarantee they're not doing that all day, every day. Right? Verse 8. And thou shalt bind them for a sign upon thine hand, and they shall be as frontlets between thine eyes.
So they found, we see hand here. We can try to loop this back. You know what I mean? To Revelation 13:16, because it talks about the mark being put in your hand and in your forehead.
Because the frontlets between your eyes is what? Your forehead. But that's really talking about, you got the phylacteries. Right?
So they took the phylacteries and they tried to conflate it with the MOTB. But even then, so let's say that did fit, right? How are you gonna buy it? You gonna buy and sell with your phylacteries?
Because they said that with your right hand, that's how you with your mind, the sin comes. This is how they break it down. With the sin goes, it starts in your mind first. And then you act it out with your hand, and that's when you actually physically act it out about the things that you do. But once again, how is that going to stop you from buying and selling?
Yeah, exactly.
What sin is Esau going to use to stop you from buying and selling? That's my question. What sin, specifically, what sins are they going to use to stop you from buying and selling when not every sin is punishable unto death?
We know in part, we speak in part, brother. They'll cope with anything. Look, what the scripture says, Sirach, what is a wicked man making an excuse according to his own will?
Right,
32 and 17.
32 and 17.
Yeah, man. So even though we rebuked them and every angle they tried, we went into it and said, oh, that doesn't fit, that don't work.
Yep.
They're gonna find a way, man. Their goal is to edify. Their goal is to appear a particular kind of way so that they can continue to fill their bellies.
Yep.
You see? And the only reason they gotta keep addressing it, because you have some people who are sincerely trying to learn how IUIC. They still ain't gonna get it, but you have people that are sincerely trying to learn, and they're like, damn, that don't quite make sense. Well, what about this?
Right.
Can you explain it to me again? And they got new people. It's a revolving door, so they got new people coming in all the time. Well, I heard it was this. Well, explain it to me. Then they feel, oh, we gotta break this shit down again. We gotta lie again. We gotta find some more precepts because they don't watch Great Millstone.
One of the other precepts that they use, matter of fact, when you get on the blue letter, Job 10 and 14, they use this They use this to say that this is the mark right here. Read it in the KJV, then read it in the NLT. Job 10:14.
Job chapter 10 and verse 14, it says, hast thou not poured me out as milk?
I'm sorry, but it might be 14 and 10. I might have to back it. So I can-
I'm in 10, my bad.
Oh, okay, so what is it, Job 10 and 14?
14.
It's like if I sin, thou markest me. It might be 14 and 10.
I'm at 14 and 10. I said, but a man died and wasted away.
How it go?
Type in the word Marcus. M-A-R-K-E-S-T. Marcus.
And it's in Job, huh?
It's in Job. Yeah.
I got it. It's Job 10 and 14.
Okay,
Oh, okay.
all right, my bad.
Oh, you
Okay.
good. Just get it in the NLT though if you don't mind.
I got it. It's Job 10 and 14, and we're gonna be reading the
Yeah, read it in the KJV
first.
And then, yeah. 'Cause this is the precept that the IUIC and King Nathaniel uses to prove that this is talking about the mark, the MOTB in Revelation 13.
All right, Job 10 and 14 in the KJV. If I sin, then thou markest me,
Right.
and thou wilt not acquit me for mine iniquity.
Right, and they'll say, see, it says Marcus right there, and that's talking about sin. And then they'll equate, they will literally equate that to Revelation 13.
Can we look up the word markers?
Absolutely. Please, let's do it. I've done it, let's do it. Because it's like literally, it don't even make sense when you look up that word mark.
Because what it got to do with prophecy? How does that tie into the prophecy of the end times?
How does it tie exactly?
Shalawam.
How does it tie into you buying and selling?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So here, it's not charagma or anything that talks about an incision. All right, it's shamar.
It ain't quai.
Yeah. It says to keep guard, observe, give heed, have charge of, to keep guard, watch.
You see what happens when you don't look up words? You just see the English word for mark, and it literally is shamar. That means to watch. That's what it literally means. Pretty much, if you sin, the Lord watching your ass.
Yeah, you get put under the scopeo. You being like, I'm looking at you.
Right.
I seen you do that.
I gotta fuck you up.
Yeah. That's not the same as, he's received the mark of the beast.
Right, it's different, man. The whole beast, they didn't.
And he's allotted to the second death.
Right.
That's different than what the fuck are we doing, man?
Right.
Y'all gonna stop playing with y'all Bahasham, y'all shot.
You gonna stop playing with the Lord?
Bro, this year, especially going into 2025, the Lord gonna start removing in drastic ways a lot of these people, bro, out of the way.
Yep.
He goes start breaking up Sakari and all these different things. More things like that are about to happen to where people are gonna be like, damn, what's going on?
Right. What does it say in the NLT?
Oh, let's read it. Just continue to
I'm
read it.
scared to see what it says in the NLT.
All right, let's go back to Job 10 and 14. But in the NLT, all right, it says, was to watch me.
Well, start at maybe start at verse
13 in the NLT. Okay, let's start at Job 10 and 13 in the NLT. Is really funny. Yet your real motive, your true intent was to watch me, and if I sin, you would not forgive my guilt. If I am guilty too, bad for me.
So it says, if I sin, your motive, your intention is to watch me, right? Like it says, the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding the evil and the good, right?
Let me read 15. He says, if I am guilty, too bad for me. And even if I'm innocent, I can't hold my head high because I am filled with shame and misery. This isn't talking about you receiving a mark to function in society. You're receiving a mark so that you can buy or sell, function in society. This has nothing to do with that in Revelation 13:16. And to somebody who's green, who's new, and a lot of them people are going to be new, or just even if they've been in for years, they're still new because they don't study for themselves. So you can pull that shit on them. You can pull it over them. They're not even going to think about it. Like, hold on, wait, let me go look up that word. Okay, let me see if this is talking about the same thing. Was Rome even around at that time?
Right.
No. Was the beast on the scene? Is that correlated to the beast? What's the mark of the beast?
Right. What is the beast? That's why they don't want to go into the time of trouble or times, getting real bad and the world's going to be in a disarray. America is going to be, turned upside down and people are going to be out here. There ain't going to be no stores.
Yeah, because
it's going to be hard.
When you go into Jacob's trouble, you have to address that.
Yeah.
You have to address what that mark is, how people, what they're going to be confronted with during that time of testing.
Right.
So, that's why, your leader, General David.
Right.
That's why he said years back, ain't going to be no Jacob's trouble. he realized how like you couldn't get by with that shit. It was right there. So then he had to clean it up. I didn't say that, you idiot. But we screenshotted it. We screenshotted it, man. We got to save it on our laptop.
What's that scripture? No, you go ahead. What's that scripture? We're talking about the slide of men. You know what I'm talking about?
It's Revelations 3 and 3 and 10. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, when that which shall come upon all the world, and try them that dwell upon the city. You know, the Lord is going to keep the men that kept. Hold on, my brother. He said, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, which is this truth, is understanding that the Heavenly Father, how He's going to move in the prophecy that He put forth, because the men of the Lord kept the word of the Heavenly Father's patience. It says, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation. When the temptation come upon us, which is the mark and other things that's going to tempt the world, namely the mark, you know, that's going to come forth. He's going to keep us from that. The Lord is going to keep His men from receiving those things, and because once you receive those things, you're going to receive the punishment and the judgment.
The elect are not going to bow down. They're not going to bow to me.
I had another piece to go to there. This is James 1 and 14. It says, but every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust and enticed. Then when lust hath conceived, it bringeth forth sin, and sin, when it is finished, bringeth forth death.
Boom. Yeah, and then you lie to the people, it's going to lead them to what? To die to death. You see, again, you're sinning the congregation. The job of the prophets is to arm the believers with the spiritual tools they need to fight the good fight. You're disarming the believers.
Right.
You're working contrary to the will of Bahasham. And for that, you're going to have a gruesome judgment. See? Little video you had on yours? Okay. Okay, you got
But you can break it down because you mentioned about how somebody who's green, you know what I'm saying? They hear like, oh shit, Mark. It says Mark right there, and it says Mark right here. You see the correlation? They're like, damn, I didn't know that.
The same thing was happening with the church in Galatia, man. Paul was like, damn, I just spoke to y'all.
Right.
He said, I marvel that you so soon removed from the doctrine that I gave you. Like, nigga, what the fuck?
I was just there.
I just talked to y'all.
I was there last week. Like,
Go ahead. The church is restricted. But you know that a lot of the spirits here today were those spirits in the church of Ephesus, the church of Galatia. By what's going on. It's like when I read Galatians today, bro, I read the first 2 chapters, I was like, damn, this is those congregations. But go ahead.
Ephesians 4 and 14, it says that we henceforth be no more children, tossed to and
now,
fro.
Earlier the brother mentioned in the scriptures that it says what? To not be children in understanding. Okay? Paul came to them, and how was I dealt with Paul himself? He was like, hey, the Lord, I was once fully against this to the point where I was putting people to death. But the Lord came to sup with me himself, and this is the truth. And then they somehow got bamboozled by some niggas telling them about the law. That like they could do it on their own merit. But go ahead.
It says that we henceforth be no more children, tossed to and fro and carried about with every wind of doctrine.
Yeah. Jake, every week, Jake gets on the comment boards and asks a question that we already went into. And they'll say, well, this group says this, I'm kind of confused. You're watching all these being tossed to and fro with every wind of doctrine. Jake has this thing where I'm gonna watch all the groups. And then I'm gonna take a little bit of everything that I like, and then I'm gonna have the truth.
I'm gonna make my own.
No, man. The truth, the full understanding is gonna be with one group of men who have the same doctrine. And that's not me just speaking as a man. If you go to Revelation 14, it talks about the new song. It talks about the elect having no guile in their mouth. Okay? We're commanded in 1 Corinthians 1 and 10 that we all speak the same thing. You're not gonna have to mix and match. This ain't the goodwill beings. Okay? There's one understanding, and the Spirit has to be on you to discern who is with. Go ahead.
It says, by the sleight of men and cunning craftiness whereby they lie in wait to deceive.
It's a cunning craftiness. If somebody doesn't know to look up words, to go to Deuteronomy 6 and 8, and try to connect it with Revelation 13. That's a slick thing. If you're a day one Israelite and somebody pulled that on you, you might be like, oh yeah.
That makes sense.
That makes sense.
That's the first two scriptures that you heard.
That's the first two scriptures you heard.
That's like Christian with world.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. We'll say world.
Yeah,
We'll say world. Or all.
What about Easter?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
What about Easter?
It's crafty. So you gotta think it was Israelites, it was Gentiles that had been Greeks their whole life that was in these churches in Galatia and in Ephesus. And you had these Jews that was from the Commonwealth. Now really if you want, you gotta get circumcised today. If you really about it, you're gonna do it like this.
I mean, let me show you Moses, law of Moses real quick.
You know what I mean?
Anything with a hand or boy, hand.
Yeah.
You know the niggas trying to tie it up.
Finessing them, keeping men unto themselves, making merchandise of the congregation.
Can I read this in the NLT?
God.
Ephesians 4:14 in the NLT. It says, then we will no longer be immature like children. We won't be tossed and blown about by every wind of new teaching.
You can tell a kid, you know, that it's ice cream on the moon.
But the moon is made out of cheese.
The moon is made out of cheese, and they'll be like, for real?
Yeah.
That's how a lot of, Jake, when they come into the truth, they're like, oh, this is, they're so like ready to learn and be open, and you just go take that innocence, man, with your lies because you want to fill your belly.
They can say that the red beast is a red donkey because Bishop Nathaniel, General King Nathaniel says it. You would have all his cohorts agree.
Or that his name is Christ, and we should call him Christ. And they'll be like, oh, that is.
But the image is Jesus, though.
Right.
Oh.
The image. Bishop Yahweh broke it down and said the image is Jesus Christ. And they said that the image speaks because when they use in these movies, they use Christ. Christ speaks, and these speak Christ this and Jesus Christ. But y'all use the name Christ.
Yeah.
So what? Do y'all niggas got the mark of the beast then?
Yeah.
According to y'all's logic?
Y'all niggas got that shit.
According to y'all got the mark of the beast then. The fuck?
Oh my goodness. But you know what? Again, the pressure's gonna be on when this devil start really moving and when things start popping off, they ain't gonna be able to play them games. Because people's lives are, because the typical American, all these things that's happening in the world, it's so far away from them that they don't consider a lot of things. But when the calamities, when martial law is instituted in this place and you're not having access to food and these pink people start showing their colors for real, they ain't gonna be able to pull that stuff, man. They're gonna have to tell the truth and the people gonna realize, like, hold up, bro, this not making sense.
Right, these laws, man, you gotta just
It's not making sense.
Them laws.
What am I supposed to do right now? I feel like you getting and you still asking for money, we don't got nothing. It's gonna get to a point that, man, hey, you're gonna become food to them people that you lied to.
This is the thing, gonna make you pay them tithes with that shit.
Well, we gotta keep the ministry going. We still gotta go warn them. What the fuck are you? The people gonna be like, yo, screw this dude.
All right, they're gonna try to put him to death.
Yeah.
They're gonna come to that mansion. I wouldn't be surprised that dude got a bunker, man.
I honestly wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, under his driveway.
I wouldn't be surprised, bro.
That nigga worth the millions there.
Yeah.
He got a bunker, man.
He been gathering food from all the countries he went to.
All right, it says, we will not be influenced when people try to trick us with lies so clever they sound like the truth.
So clever and charismatic. That cult of personality. That's it. And they came to you with the nice garment on. You know what I mean? Clean cut.
Yeah.
It's an Israelite party.
Yeah.
They got the Hellcat. You know what I mean? You a dude on the West Coast. You know what I mean? You see Sakari, he got the hat on and fitted. What's up, Ak?
Right.
You know what I mean? He got the baggy tee. You know, he like, oh, it's like okay, this. You know what I mean? This must be it.
Right. Guns.
Bamboozling your ass.
I mean,
Oh, he packing. He keep that thing on him. He a crip. Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, man.
Oh, he sat with Adam 22.
Yeah.
He's my
That's
nigga.
somebody
You know what I mean?
a Hebrew cripplite.
Yeah.
Cripplite.
Bro, crafty. I'm talking about to the point where you looking with the eyes on your face. That's why you can't trust this shit on your face.
Right.
Looking with the eyes on your face, you'll be like, damn, the Lord must be with them.
Yeah.
Well, that's what happened with Samuel. Remember Samuel was trying to, the Lord told him to go anoint David?
Yeah.
He seen Jesse's sons, it was probably, cop diesels.
Yeah.
They was,
Look the part.
They was in the military.
That damn, You know how they cast the superheroes, they always get that chisel jawline?
Yeah.
They got a look.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They got this look to them.
Yeah.
The wide shoulders,
Yeah.
the particular posture they have,
Yep.
they probably just like, hey man,
Yeah.
Samuel was like, this guy, and Samuel was like, this gotta be the king.
Mhm.
And Most High was like, no. Lord don't look at, the Lord doesn't see how man sees.
Yeah.
You know?
man.
Hey. You know?
So, you know, operators are the less we let it find. It's time to wrap this thing on up. So we want to give our praises once more to
Yahweh,
Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakadash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Shalawam to all the brothers. Of course, the few sisters who are pursuing this truth and sincerity. May the blessing of election be upon your house. Shalawam.
Shalom.